Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel, depending on when you're watching this video. And today we are going to be doing something a teeny bit different on this channel, and I am going to be doing a CC and mods video. This isn't a full CC and mods video of everything I use in my game, but today we will be doing a special themed version, and this is the CC and mods I use to make K-pop idols. I am going to show you guys everything you need to do and give you guys some gameplay tips, as well as share some of my sources for mods and custom content that you guys can get for yourselves. The very first step to making K-pop idols is to create an idol, obviously. So we're going to go into create a sim. Okay, so we have this sim here. She doesn't exactly look how I want her to look. I do want her to be a Korean sim, so I'm going to be giving her a makeover. But first things first, she's gonna need a name. So what do? How am I gonna name my sim? Well, that's easy. I'm going to do so with the randomized Korean name mod. With one click of a button, you can randomize a name to make a sim of Korean descent. Yo Sang-hee. Okay, that's her name. I'm gonna go ahead and start her off as a young adult because there are way too many teen idols in the industry, in my personal opinion. I think we should normalize adults debuting in the industry more, don't you guys think? So the very next thing I'm gonna do is be giving her her traits and her personality. It really helps to know who your sim is as a person before choosing their look and their outfits, because then you would know what type of things they're into, what they would most likely wear, and it would make them a little bit more realistic. Which traits am I going to use? Well, I have a lot of options because I have the more Traits In Cas mod. So I can have 5 trait slots for my sim because she's an adult. Teens get, I believe, 4 trait slots, children get 3, and toddlers get 2 maybe. As you can see here, there's a lot more traits than usual, and that's because I get my traits from a lot of places. But one creator I highly recommend is Chingyu. They have a bunch of really cool base game traits that you can use in Cas. Okay, so the traits that I've selected for Sang-hee are Dancer. This sim loves to dance and learns dancing faster than other sims. Dance Machine is basically like the dancer trait, but it also gives an extra bonus. Dance machines also receive a happy movement when arriving at social venues. As an idol, they're going to need to socialize a lot, which is why she also has the outgoing trait. These sims gain powerful moodlets from friendly socialization. I think it really helps for you to be charismatic and social as an idol. And then we have the lyricist trait, and then lastly, she has the stunning trait, and these sims build relationships more faster because they look stunning. Duh, what a pleasure to meet such a wonderful sim. Now, let's go to the aspiration. Which aspiration should you pick to be a K-pop idol? Well, none other than the Kpop Star aspiration, and this comes with the Kpop Star Mod by Kawaii Stacy, which I will be explaining in further detail for the rest of this video. So the very next step will be to give Sang-hee a makeover. So let's do that, and I'll be right back. The next step will be choosing a hairstyle for Sang-hee. So you may notice that I do have 5 columns in Cas. That's because I used the 5 columns in Cas mod. So you can see that I really have a ton of custom hairs, like a ton. I think out of everything, my hairs make up at least 20 gigabytes of CC in my mods folder. I have a 60 gig mod folder, so yeah, the hair and just Cas in general makes up a huge chunk of that. So I'm just gonna go with the first one I see. Let's give her this one. Yeah, that seems like a pretty decent hair. If you want to know where I get like specifically my hairs, I will be doing a different dedicated Cas video on where I get most of my Cas CC, so stay tuned for that. So I finished dressing Sang-hee, and I only did 3 outfits because she's not gonna need too much for now. So she has her everyday look, 2 formal wear looks, something to wear to meetings and something to wear to like a red carpet or a party, and then her athletic look, something that she's gonna need for dance practice. So Sang-hee has now arrived at her dorm, but the dorm that she chose, well, it's a little bit dark in here. As you can see, there's no light or anything really. It's very empty, and she needs to call to have her utilities turned on. Here you see show bill information for the SNB Bills app. So we need to go to our home services, and we are going to choose what's gonna be most important? Well, she does need her cell phone and she needs the internet. We should probably get all of the packages that we can because it's gonna get really lonely training all the time. So she's going to need some entertainment to lift her spirits. So we're gonna choose the premium welcome home package. That has now turned on our lights and we are ready to start making this dorm a home. So we have finished decorating Sangye's apartment, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour. So this would be her living room. She has a nice little heated bed. This is a functional bed. It's a Korean heating mat bed. They use this a lot, like especially like in the winter. It's like the name says, a heating mat bed. You can legitimately like sleep on this, nap on this. Super cool. Then next over here is going to be her desk area where she gets some studying done. She has a Wi-Fi router. This is the Simzlink internet router. It's by Lot 51, and it's a mod that allows you to have more of an interactive internet experience. And then we have this clothing horse here because in a lot of Korean apartments they don't actually have a drying machine. They have a washer but no dryer, so you would need to hang your clothes, and this is a functional indoor clothes rack, so you can put clothes here to hang. And then yeah, she just has this really tiny kitchen. The apartments in Korea tend to not be the biggest the most spacious in the world unless you're willing to pay a ton of money. And then going in here, this is going to be her very small bathroom, and this is a Korean style wet room where there is no door to the shower. The whole entire floor gets wet whenever you take a shower. That might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it is kind of standard in a lot of places in South Korea. So this would be her standing shower, and then her little vanity here with a really super cool like modern technological toilet. And then here is going to be where she gets ready. So as you can see, she has a ton of skincare, a functional hair dyeing kit, and then functional mouthwash and breath mints and toothpaste, and those are all from a mod. They're from a deep indigo, so Sims can actually use them. They can use the mouthwash and the breath mints, and if they put their toothpaste in their inventory, when they go to brush their teeth, they will have a minty fresh breath lidlet. So the first thing I want to have Sanghee do is go on the computer and go to my career, and she's going to find a job. So if you scroll down here, I have the K-pop industry job, and this is from the Kpop Star Mod by Kawaii Stacy. So start your journey in the K-pop industry and work your way into becoming a famous K-pop star. The promotion tasks are to reach level 2 of the acting, dancing, and singing skill, and then go and pass her audition for a company. Please note that with the Kpop Star Mod, a couple of packs are required. I believe City Living and Get to Work, maybe Get Famous. So have those packs if you want to have all of the features included. So now that Sanghee is ready to go, we are going to click on her, and she should have a K-pop idol menu. It'll say manage your sim. So if you click on her, you can audition for company, or you can go ahead and set merch right away. She doesn't have any fans yet, so she doesn't need merch. So she can't audition for her company yet because she hasn't built any of her skills, and she would absolutely fail the audition. We are in first person mode, and we are going to study as hard as we can because we're gonna pass that audition, guys. But if you don't want to wait around for your sim to gain skills, then you could cheat, and you could do so using the Vicky Cheats Cheats mod, and I use this mod a lot, more than I'd like to admit, but it's very useful. And what you can do is you can set the skill level of any of the skills that you need. So I'm going to set a couple of her skills to very high so that she can just speed run this whole experience. And look at that, just like that, she passed her audition. You made it. Sang-hee passed the audition. The company has decided to take Sang-hee under their wing, and now she is an idol trainee. And it says, welcome trainee. Sang-hee can now practice at the company. The contract agreement is that Sang-hee will receive a minimum of 20,000 after signing and a weekly payment of 200. Other earnings will depend on Sang-hee's work. So we can now begin our true training process. So you can manage Sang-hee, and then if you go to start training, you have a couple of new menus here. If you want, you can have her join a girl group and spawn your own girl group members. The mod has a description on all of that, so you can read it up on that page if you really want a detailed description on how to do all of this stuff. But you can have male group members, girl group members, have merge, do background performances, or start your training. And I'm going to have her go and practice dancing at the company, and all of those are rabbit holes that'll just take your sim off lot. They'll be gone for a couple of hours, and then their skills will improve gradually over time. Here you can see we have a new menu, a couple of new aspiration points to meet. So we have to practice at the company 8 times, that's dancing, practice singing at the company 8 times, and then become a 2-star celebrity and do 12 background performances. That's right, you need to really grind to like get your sim leveled up through the aspiration and the career. And it's 1 a.m. now, which is perfect, because if you try and start training, you can't, because you can only do training between 6 and 10 p.m. So you really do need to manage your time throughout the day so that you can complete it as fast as possible, or you can take your time and have the training process take a really long time depending on your play style. That doesn't mean we can just sit around and do nothing, because another mod that I highly recommend to use alongside the Kpop Star Mod is the Road to Fame mod by Sacrificial. So if you click on Road to Fame, you have a couple of options you can do here. You can do professional singing, modeling, acting, street dancing, and Simstagram. Simstagram is this new skill based on like social media aspect of the game, and we can get into that a little later because there's another mod that I use in addition to this feature. But first we're going to practice with the professional singing skill, and in order to unlock it, you have to practice singing, of course. Now that we've purchased the recording set, you can see that the record song option is grayed out because Sang-hee has no lyrics in her inventory. So what you would want to do is, of course, write some lyrics to record. So you would go and click on your sim and click Road to Fame, Professional Singing, and now you have the option to write song lyrics. And this is going to take a while, but your sim will probably open up her notes app on her phone and just start writing song lyrics. So for right now though, it is almost 3 a.m. and Sang-hee should probably go to sleep. She's super hungry, but we will address that in the morning. So I'm just going to click on her little sleeping mat here and have her go to sleep. But let's just pretend that she's made her debut. Wow, everybody loves Sang-hee. She's gaining a fan base, which means she now has to interact with her fans and have a platform for sponsors to reach her at, which means I'm going to have to cheat up her celebrity level. So we are going to go into the fame info panel and step into the spotlight, and this comes with the Get Famous pack. She's now on the road to fame. I'm going to use the Plumfruit mod, and she's going to purchase Plumfruit devices, and she's going to get a cell phone. If you go to her inventory, she has a cell phone that she can use to access the internet, call, Simstagram, message, Simder or love to meet, play games, camera, and all those fun stuff. We are going to go on Plum Social and create a social media profile. I'm going to open the Simstagram app, and basically what that will do is allow your Sims to have a realistic Simstagram page. So we're going to change our profile picture, and this will take you into the camera, and then you can take some selfies. I have some selfie replacement mods, I think by Dear Kim, and you can take different selfies. So let's take one here. So that picture is now in our inventory, and if you click on the picture, you can upload it directly to Simstagram to earn fame and money. If you click on Open Simstagram, go to your Simstagram profile, you can see the image that they made, and it's going to all appear here on their Simstagram page. And the more images you have, the more you can scroll down on your feed. You can also check your notifications on here. So you can get like comments from anonymous people. You can get like hate comments and things like that. She has no followers in total, but she does have a new comment. So let's view. Do you have some merchandise I could buy from you? I love your feed, so pretty. Well, it's a good thing you asked that, because we actually can make merchandise. If you go to the K-pop menu, you can Sanghee's merch. So you can create feminine merch or masculine merch, and this will take you into Create a Sim, so that you can, like, if you made any merch CC by yourself and put it in your game, you can click on that and then create outfits. You would just basically dress your sim like you would any other Create a Sim experience, and then when you get out of Create a Sim, Sims walking around your neighborhood will sometimes randomly appear wearing your Sims merch. So that's super cool. It's pretty early in the morning, and Sanki still has to start her day. So with the Plumfruit mod as well, you can have a Plum Watch. And with this Plum Watch, you can do a couple of things. It works as a telephone. You can actually make phone calls on it, which is super cool. But if you click and you drag it into your Sims inventory, now when you click on your Sim, you should have a menu that's called Plum Watch. And if you click on that, then you have this fitness menu here. So it's kind of just like a Fitbit or any smartwatch, and you can direct your Sims to do workouts. So for example, she wants to do a morning sit-up routine, and now your Sim can start doing sit-ups and stuff. So, you know, as an idol, you want to keep your physique looking nice. So you want to like work out in the morning or do some stretches, Pilates, what have you. If you want, you can put like an exercise machine in your Sim's apartment, in their dorm, or whatever you need to make them look and feel their best before their debut. That would definitely add to the playing experience. If your Sim is the type of person that doesn't really want to do everything hands-on all by themselves, then they are probably going to benefit from having a manager. So with the Road to Fame system, there is this service menu, and you can hire an assistant. It's going to cost 500 simoleons, so make sure your Sim has some money in the bank. Well, it looks like our assistant is here. A good way to have your assistant not leave the lot like immediately or all the time is just to add them to your household. We can go back to the Road to Fame menu, and then you go to services, hire them manually, and then you can pick the assistant, and they will now be your personal assistant. It says language context determined. Sanghee and Ted have started speaking in Korean. If they ever want to change languages, they just have to ask. And this is part of the language barriers mod by Frank. So as the name says, it makes language barriers in the game. You can actually go to languages, you can assign a native language to your Sim. These aren't what the words usually say. They have like their own languages made up for the mod, but I again changed the words, the string text, to say something else. So they have Chinese, dialect, English, French, Japanese, Spanish, and then Korean. Korean is set as the automatic language for everybody in my save file. video because it is a Korea-based save file. Ted is now your assistant. Wonderful. So now I can show you guys what the wonders of having an assistant is like. So you can click on them, and then they should have an assistant menu. There it is. And with the assistant, you can ask them to go and get you snacks, ask them to go and bring you drinks. You can dismiss them from their service or fire them completely. You can ask them to do your makeup or fix your makeup, order them to clean up, take photos for you, etc. Or you can ask them to go and purchase your sim a very new outfit. I don't know, maybe you have like a last minute party to attend and have your manager go and get you something to wear for the party. There's all sorts of gameplay opportunities with having an assistant slash manager, so I highly recommend you do so if you want to get the Road to Fame mod. So the very last mod that I want to show you guys today is going to be the Andrew pose player. I will show you guys how I get my sims to do dance animations or singing animations, and they can earn fame from that as well. So I want my sim over there. I'm going to use the T.O.O.L mod by Twisted Mexi to actually toggle the active object and just move her over there. So this is a really cool way to get your sim to like be placed somewhere off lot, or if you want them to be in a specific location, like while you're filming like a music video or a dance video or something like that, you can just pick them up and move them. So she's here today in this little shopping center because she is going to do some busking. Busking is like street performing, and she's going to do so using the pose player mod. So with the Kpop Star Mod, they have enabled a way for your sim to actually gain fame points from like doing any animation or pose on the pose player. If you have a lot of sims and you want them to do a dance like all together, you would just put them in the same location. You would use the teleporter. Again, there are tutorials about that, and then you would reset all of your sims until they're all doing the same looping idle animation, and then you would click on the pose player and then have them do the poses all at the same time. What I'm saying probably didn't make any sense. I'm probably just sounding like I'm rambling, but like, yeah, there are tutorials that'll show you guys better than I can explain it. A part of Korean culture is like karaoke or norebangs, little singing rooms. So if you can build a norebang anywhere on your lots in your save file, then definitely go ahead and do that, because then your sim can practice getting some singing skills. Oh gee, wait, INTL! We got a cameo from The Sims in one of my series. No, that is actually so cool. Yeah, okay, wow, a wonderful way to plug yourself, you guys. Please go check out my K-pop idol series starring the INTL members. They are my roleplay K-pop idol group in The Sims 4, and they just made their debut, and I am doing a let's play following their lives. So if you want to see these mods at work, go check out that series on my channel. There is a playlist for them called Townie Adventures, and yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on whenever I post, because I have a lot of content coming for you guys. And yeah, okay, I love you. Bye.